Yo, it's been a while since I just relaxed and did a devlog. So this is number 6, I think. I need to like stop numbering these because I'm gonna lose track anyways. Um, but yeah, let me show you something cool to begin with. So because of all the performance stuff, I've been like trimming down the fat on anything that's like heavy. And man, there are some extensions, some behaviors that are really heavy. And I'm starting to think that they're more for like I don't know, doing quick game jams where like you don't feel like doing a bunch of work, so you just add them in, right? And you're like, it doesn't matter if it's heavy, but check it, right? There's damage, all this stuff, right? I made it myself. I stopped using the health extension, right? So everything works now, and not only does it feel more responsive, let's use that one, and this one. Right? Not only does everything feel more. See, look, we got dodges, 20% dodge because of the shield. We got crits. We didn't crit, but whatever. Oh yeah, look at this. This is cool. Da-da-da. I need to fix it, right? But yeah, it's somewhere now. What else? Come on, give me a crit. There's another. Oh, see, there's a crit. It works just as if you were using the health behavior, right? Or extension or whatever it is you call it. But I started looking at it. It's like it was so expensive. It's like, do I really need these? And no, you don't. You really don't. And it's really like I thought it might be more complicated. It's not. It's something that's really easy to do. And as you can tell, everything works the way it's supposed to. Right? That's so cool. Like, I love that. I still need to fix it because if two things pop in the middle at once, they're just gonna overlap. And I need to make it like go up a bit. What's our performance like, anyways? 61 steady. Are you kidding me? Wow. It's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why it is. Why it is. What it is. Yeah. When I start recording, when I start using OBS, it just gets better. I don't know why. It should be the other way around, right? It's like you start using OBS. Oh, there you go. You crapped out. I don't know why. But it did. It was like, oh, you're talking too good about me. I'm going to crap out. Where are we at? 9. Okay, that's bad. Like earlier was around 7 or something. Like when it's really good, it's around 7. Like 9 is bad. That was like some sort of spike that just happened. But yeah, there was like a huge chunk here. This is the platformer. We have a bunch of those. That's normal. I can live with that. But yeah, the health one went up to like 50s at points. I was like, what? No, let's get rid of. Let me show you the events. And keep in mind, this is still bot performance. I know, you've seen it already. I haven't. Give me a moment. At the beginning, okay. Main game events. Oh my god, my eyes are so bad today. 230. Oh no, 130. There we go. With bad performance. This is with bad performance. 131. That's from my actual events. I don't know where the one missing comes from, but that's from my events. 131 with a bad performance. Love it. Yeah, I've been really doing a bunch of performance stuff. And it shows. Like my events. So like you have all this game, right? And now let me show you the events. Like these are all closed and they're like behind folders that are behind folders that behind folders, right? Because I have so much programming, and it's 1.30 events on the events MS. How cool is that? Right. How did I like get rid of the health extension? So glad no one asked. That's just debug stuff. But yeah. So how do I do it? Good question. I don't know. I did it earlier when I was programming it. I was like, everything makes sense. I could see the matrix, right? I was programming as like I could see the matrix. I could see the ones and zeros. Everything was Gucci. And then you stop programming. It's like I forget. I don't know how I did it. It's magic. Oh wait. Okay, let me focus. What am I looking for? Okay, so no, it's because of this. This was closed, so I couldn't find what I needed. Okay, character. It's mostly character, right? Running attack. Um, fireball. Like they're all the same, right? If you figure out, if you figure one of them out, you figure all of them out, right? Damage triggers. Trigger. Right. Here we go. So this is all the same, right? We do the crit thing, then we do the tag thing, then we get to here. Wait, no, it's crit random damage, right? So how do I do this again? Oh yeah. So the actual damage roll, the actual damage number, right? The thing you do this thing to, you don't directly apply it to the enemy. You put it, well, I put it in an object variable. I just call it damage of my main character. So I do the damage roll here, and then I subtract from the. I'll show you this in a second. This is really cool. This is so easy, right? This is so simple, so easy. Oh my god, why didn't I do this sooner? This is an object variable called health of enemies, and you subtract this variable. Why don't you just do it here instead of having two? It's because I was thinking about like the safety of keeping everything in check, right? Because this way I can do the calculation and then subtract, and I can also use this calculation to then apply it to the damage numbers. I don't know why I did it this way. I know it made a hell of a lot of sense. Like, see, wait, no, that's for the crit. I need to open this. My God. Show it right, man. Change the text, damage text to string Marie. There you go, the variable damage. So why don't I do it all in one go? I don't know. It's just this is how I thought about it, and this is what it made sense. It's like it made a lot of sense. I didn't think about this prior, but yeah, at the time it made a lot of sense. Let's try to think about it. So if I just take it here. Oh, that's why. That's why. That's perfect. See, I'm very smart. I'm very smart. You listen to me. I show you good stuff. Right? It's because if you do the damage calculation here, then you have no number to do on the damage numbers. My God, it's so simple. Right? Because if you just if you put here, like, what are you going to put here? Right? What's the number that's going to go here? If you do the same damage calculation here, it's going to be different, right? Because it's a random number. And if you use the health variable, you're going to get the health that's left, which be a cool concept, right? You see the number go down as you're hitting the enemy. That's actually really cool, right? If you think about it. It's cool. Make that in an RPG. Like, instead of getting the damage numbers popping up, you see the health coming down every time you hit them. That'd be cool. And that's what would happen. You'd see the actual health go down. You wouldn't see the damage numbers, right? Unless you do the calculation here, which again would be a different number because it's random. So instead, you put it in a variable on your character, and then you just apply it to both of them, and it's always going to be the same number because I keep pointing at the wrong thing. I know, it's here. Because this only rolls when the condition is met, right? And it's always going to be that certain number. So, anyways, that's how I do the damage without the health extension. And then the dodge, I was like, oh my god, how do I do the dodge? How do people make the dodginess happen? How do I do the damage? How do I do the damage recovery thing? It's very simple. It's actually really simple. It's like, I started doing this at the end of the day, and I did the damage stuff, and I was like, I'm done. I'm going to go to bed. And then I was like, oh, how do I do it? I don't care. Tomorrow me can fix it. And then I woke up in the morning and was like, oh, actually, I know how to do it. It's quite simple. So yeah, damage. So it's behind this, right? If it's not dashing, because you don't want to take damage when you dash. And if your current health is bigger than 0, because means you're alive. And then you have this thing, right? So you got two states. You got the dodging state and you got the taking damage state. And it's exactly the same as the crit stuff, right? You roll a number, you check if the number is then bigger or less. Do you see the number here? If the variable drop random of is big, yeah, it's exactly the same as I do my crits, right? If the number is less or equal to dodge chance, then you get a dodge. If it's bigger, then you get hit, right? So if you think about it, this makes sense. Just take a moment, think about it. Your mind will go. Other people that might be watching this and you're like, I know all this. What are you on about? Shut up. This is no news to me. Thought you said there were going to be good stuff. This is no good. I know this. Right? But anyways, yeah, it's a crit. You're rolling a crit, but you just call it dodge. Right? If you're like, how do you do your crits? Please explain better. Then go watch it. I have a full video just on how to do crits. But yeah, the taking the hit damage. So right. So now you say, wait, how do we do this again? We do more than just roll the number, right? What is it? Where is it? Oh yeah, there we go. I was looking at that one and skipping to this one. I was forgetting this one. I'm blind. I keep saying, but just in case this is your first video, I'm literally blind. Cut me some slack. Right. So if the boolean of Marie hit recovery is false. So hit recovery is our hit recovery, right? Or damage cooldown. So they hit us once, and then you need to wait a little bit before they can hit us again. How do you do this? It's quite simple. If you haven't been hit, you have this as false. If you are hit, you turn this to true. Amazing, I know. Boom. Mind blown. Okay, then how do you wait and then turn it back to false? That's when you actually do the damage calculation. Which would be, oh my god, it's the end of the day. My eyes are like dying. Was hit. This is something different because something wasn't working. I don't know why. Right, so you're in collision with enemies. Here we go. This other stuff, this is like work in progress. Don't mind that. So you're in collision with enemies. You just the hit thing just turned to true, right? And then this thing happens. The was hit turns to true. Ignore this for now. Then you do damage taken. Again, you do the exact same thing, right? So you do one variable that stores the number, and then you do a different variable that actually does the damage, right? Current health, subtract this variable. And you change the value of the health bar. And then here we go. this is the cooldown. You wait 0.5 seconds, and then at the end of everything, you turn it back to true. To false, I meant. The hit recovery. So now you can get hit again. And the reason you do two variables, again, is for the same reason. If you go here, there you go. We change this to the variable, not the actual damage number. Like the damage roll. Right? It's cool stuff, right? It's all cool. Oh yeah, what's the was hit business about? It's because for some reason, so this one really I didn't get it. I was just like, don't work. Moving on. It's like where is it? That's Marie. Ouch! That's the voice of her going, oh, ooh, every time she gets hit. All right, was hit, right? I put this as if she was in hit recovery, and before I even turned this off. Or didn't I? Did I just have the brain fart? Did I put like hit recovery here, and then I was like, why does this not work, but this does and this does not work? It's like I can't remember if I put hit recovery here or not before. But I don't think I did. It's like I hit this with hit recovery, and then the hit recovery going back to false here. I think. But this wasn't triggering. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I actually put it there and I forgot about it. Which would make a lot of sense. Like, why does this not work? Because he made it not work. You moron. Oh, I love these things. Like, I think sometimes you just laugh. You gotta laugh to yourself. All right. Sometimes I'm like looking at something and I'm missing like this one thing that's supposed to be like one line down, and I'm like, why does this not work? It makes no sense. And then eventually you go, oh, my brain doesn't work. My brain, it was the fault. It wasn't the programming. But yeah. So you have two states. It's basically you're rolling a crit on yourself. You take damage, you don't take damage. It's that simple. And then the fireballs are exactly the same. It's everything else is exactly the same. But check this out. Okay, don't do that. I know. You make no money off YouTube. Who cares? But still, you never know. One day. I don't think you even need to make money to get like booted off YouTube. So yeah, money works. Pick up money. Look, 138 in the bank. That I think that always worked, because the only thing that is like instead of being in the middle of the screen was like in the corner of the screen, because Flexbox sucks. So I'm pushing the button. Check this out. We got the items, like all the items work, right? You have the tooltips, everything's fine. We are one step closer to being back to where I was before the whole flex container memory leak thing that made me redo, I think, 2 weeks of work. Well, it wasn't 2 weeks of work. It was like a month of work. But it's been like 2 weeks to flipping fix it or something. But yeah, we have potions. We have the item menu. Now works. I still need to fix it, right? I still need to put it the potions a bit higher. And the cursor like spawn on top of one of the potions. Right? Because this is all placeholder stuff, right? Right? I'm still doing the systems. But we have potions. And check, we use... Oh, used. We go there. Oh my god. Yeah, it's working properly. And it actually works. So, hit me. Come on, hit me. Yes. So now, the tooltips are actually true. Wait. Did the numbers just roll up? Or was it me? I sure weren't they all 7? And then I used 2 of the would make sense. Yeah, but I thought never mind. So anyways, so we're missing health. We come here, use a health potion. 40%, right? Bang. 40%. It works. So the full potion, right? We take some damage. We're hitting people. Come here. Don't need you anymore. So we're fighting an awful boss. And then we're like, oh my god, if I could only get all my stuff back. And we have a full potion in the bank. Bang. Full potion. Then you do some more spells and you're like, oh my god, I can't get close to the boss. I need more mana. Go to the mana. You get mana. Come back. You keep on fighting. I don't know what's wrong with me. Yeah. I ask myself that every single day. But yeah, stuff works. We're getting there. We just don't have the shop yet. And the keys thing, I still don't know. I wanted to do materials. But then I was like, crafting system? That's just going to be even more complicated work that could just break. Just make a simple game for now. So I'm thinking about changing this to like key items. Where are the key items? Don't I have one? No. They're not spawning right. Anyways, I need to fix that one. That's going to be like tomorrow or something. But yeah, armory works just fine. It's perfect. And I think I'm going to keep this. I'm just going to make it so that you can only equip a certain amount of items. So for example, you can do like shield. No. Let's say you want to go crit, right? So you go crit. You got the shield. And then you want to do like a burning dot. That's 4. Let's do one more. Mage's Hat. That gives you mana back. So now you got like a hybrid of like crit and magic, right? My Y wasn't working then. And it's not working now. Oh, it's probably because I don't have mana. Which would make sense. Okay. Now it was a different button that I don't think it was working. What's happening? Did I break something or is it just me? I think it was just me not feeling it or not looking at the right thing. Oh, there we go. That was it. I was in collision with the chest. I need to remove that. I need to make like just a button for... Oh, dude, that was a 1% chance. You know how crazy that is? I was done testing it, right? So I was like, oh, I'm gonna make it 1% because getting full potions more than 1% at the time, it's crazy. It's too strong. You need to pay for them. And we just got a 1%. Haha! I was smarter than you. I created you. Who do you think you are? I'm your maker. I know how you work. Yeah, I don't think this will actually show up in the inventory. And if it does, it's going to be all weird. No, it's not going to show because I didn't make it yet. Yeah, I haven't made... Yeah, it's in the corner. I don't know if you can tell. Like, it's in the top left corner. It's just there because the flex container used to like drag the items to where they were, but not anymore because I don't use it anymore because memory leak and because I'm starting to like really distrust community extensions. Do we still have good FPS? No. Okay, I thought it was doing good. It's like Is it working? Because it feels kind of weird. Like, no, it's not working. It is not working properly. Let's get rid of that. That's my debug UI, by the way. Let's see if I do this. But if I don't, it just shows up the empty thing. It hasn't updated yet. If you see the HP like 120 out of 0, the 0 was the health extension. Because that's something else. I doubt anyone's listening at this point. If you are, welcome to my podcast. Oh my god. I done so much work today. I'm so tired. Oh my god. I fixed so many things that I broke. But yeah, as you can tell, it's still empty. I need to put it right. But yeah, the health extension thing. Because like every time, because people are like, okay, you want to do damage? You want to do health? Do the extension. Correct? But then it's like, oh, because I don't, like, people don't quite know how variables work. But then they wonder, oh, I changed the scene, but I didn't keep my health. And that's because the health extension is not global. Right? It's just connected to that one character. So if you delete the character to change the scene, then the health is gone. Everything you did was gone. You need to redo it. The global variables are the actual memory of the game. Oh my god, we're getting so many chests. I need to turn that down. So you need... Oh my god, again? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. So you need... What was I talking about? Oh yeah, you need to use variables. Dude, that was a big crit. That was like a double crit. Oh my god. He was hiding. Well, he wasn't. I just didn't see him. It's the wrong button. Yeah, you gotta use variables, man. You gotta use... It's the globals that are the memory. They're the stuff that you store to use later. Right? If you don't use variables, then you're never going to be able to save stuff in your game, right? Never going to be able to, like, keep stuff from scene to scene. So you might as well learn how to do those things. And if you know how to work out variables, you can do everything and literally anything. Everything and anything. Oh my god. I don't know words anymore. Ignore me. Yeah, but there's just a few... See, the lava's turned off. There's just a few things that you're really dependent on, or you don't have to, because the ones GDevelop has are better. For example, the gamepad thing. It's the only way to do game padding, right? To connect your controller, it's to use that extension. Unless you know how to JavaScript, right? Because I don't think there's any way in the actual engine to do the controller thing without the extension, which kind of sucks, right? It should be a native thing. You shouldn't be dependent on whoever made the extension, with all due respect, right? Because it's such a core thing. And the other one is like the platformer. So I can make my own platformer. That much is true, right? It's not true. Words. What's the right words? It's like that much I can do. Right? I can actually do inside the engine. But it is not whatchamacallit, very efficient. It's actually the opposite. I tried doing something basic. And I tried all day, like multiple different ways to go about it. And it always turned out worse to make my own platformer for the enemies than to just use the platformer on the enemies. And I mean, it's a really good behavior. It's a really good extension. It's not an extension, right? Because it's inbuilt. So it's just a behavior. But yeah, the platformer behavior, even though it's kind of heavy, it's still much better than anything else you might be able to do. So yeah, man, there's some stuff that it's actually net positive to use, right? I'm not ragging on every single thing, right? Like, oh, do everything yourself. No, there's stuff you need that there's not on GDevelop, and there's stuff that GDevelop has that is already like miles better than anything you can do. Right? So you might as well just use it. Don't be silly. Like making your own platform is just it's a bit dumb. But I tried it. I didn't try to make like the one for my character. It was just like basic stuff for the enemies. Because I thought it's like, oh, if I don't need as much stuff, then it'll be a lot easier, right? On the performance. It wasn't. It really wasn't. It was heavier. It's like, oh my god, I don't know what kind of sorcery they did on the platformer, but that was like amazing. So yeah, whoever did that behavior, like kudos to that guy. This is really good. But other stuff is like, I don't know. It was the flex container that just that I hate with a passion because he broke everything and it made me redo so much work. The in on screen, that was another one that I had to redo everything because it was broken. Oh yeah, but you see, 110 HP. If I go through the wall, through the portal, I need to redo the door thing. See, still 110 because it's a global. Yeah, I need to redo these. Like, I don't like these doors. They're so ugly. I was just like, I don't want to use the door. I want to use a portal. So, okay, I know what to do. I'll make this, like, donut thing. And I was like, oh, this is good enough, right? And now the more I look at it, the more I go like, oh my god, that is not good. Make a different one. But anyways, yeah, that was the update. I've been doing stuff. I'm slowly moving forward. Fixed a lot of stuff. Yeah. It's getting there. It's a couple more days and I'll be back to exactly where I was before I had to redo my project like twice because one, I thought that no one was going to fix anything or find the problem, so I had to make it work a different way. And then the devs actually fixed it. And they're like, they didn't fix it, right? They pointed out what the problem was. And I was like, oh, if I remove that, I can use the program like it's supposed to. Oh, cool. Oh, if I hadn't just changed everything. God, now I have to change everything back. And the thing that broke was like my inventory. It was everything that used stuff on screen. It's like, oh god. I had to do so much stuff. But yeah. Anyways, that was about it. Hopefully next devlog is gonna have a lot more cool stuff. Because this was just hell. Like, but it was the most fun I've had in a while. Because I've been doing nothing but performance. Like, this has been nuts. Like, you saw, right? My events were like 1.30, right? That's so low. That's tiny. Right? And I've just been doing performance. Let's see what the thing is. Is it crap? Is it crap? It's crap. It's crap. It's not running good. It might. There's no point running the profiler. Um, sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad. I don't know why. It's the software. But yeah. So I've been doing so much performance stuff. It runs so well now. When he wants to, like when it doesn't like crap out and have bad FPS just because he felt like it. But when it's running good, it's like, man, everything is locked. Like everything is so optimized. Like everything's like behind something. It's like, is this on? No, then don't do it. Move on. Is this on? No, then don't do it. Move on. It's like every little thing. Like, look at this damage triggers. Unless there's an actual object to do damage, like the slashing attack, the blue thing, Unless that thing actually exists on the screen, then it checks for nothing else. And then when it is on screen, it only does something else when it's actually in collision. And then when it's actually in collision, does it do the rest of the stuff, right? So everything's locked like that. That's why the MS that you saw earlier on the events was so tiny. It was so low. It's just everything's locked behind something. Except the controls. Like the controls are like the only thing that can't be behind anything because you need to use them, right? Like, does running have anything? Oh, this is jumping. So jumping's behind actually pushing the button. So without pushing the button, that stuff doesn't happen. Like, it doesn't read that. Then you have this kind of stuff like the jump sounds. If the variable's 0, then it doesn't read any of these. It's all like this. Every little bit helps, right? But yeah, man, this is long enough. All right. I'll catch you guys next time, hopefully with a lot more game and less redoing nonsense work. All right. Catch you next time. Peace out.